Yes, shine your eyes, use your head on top Property Matter, and Happy New Year to all our esteemed viewers because now the very first episode of Property Matter for 2023 be this, and we thank una where una stand up by also all through last year. The calls, even the realtors where they come market their program on top we show. We thank una. Una where they patronize them, we thank una. For the fact that they come back, can't tell us say they make sales well for the advert wey they can't do here because e no easy when clients come still confess make we no lie we sell. Yes, that one na im dey ginger us pass, and I thank that particular real estate outlet wey talk the truth say the advert wey they do here say they been make good sales. How they go make good sales if no be for una? We watch, we come patronize them. So we are saying a very big thank you to all our vendors. Gasvine, Quinadi, I cannot mention all. Miola Estate, we thank you all for the patronage. And we are very optimistic. Say this 2023, we go do them together in a bigger and better way. Owó sì tún wọlé, our more bullets, that is to say we go sell more land, sell more properties, and it go turn to money for us. My name is Chief. Gim, you there here?
Chifo.
Oga, how you doing, sir?
Good morning.
You looking dope.
Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you. Happy New Year to our viewers out there also. Thank God that we are seeing a new year. Do you know that some people didn't see this year?
Of course.
And they were with us last week. They watched last week, but they are not here today. But we thank God. So for everyone that is watching and alive today, it's enough reason to thank God, say He bring us into this 2023. And the fact that He brought us this far is how we know that He will also take us through it all. You know, so this year, in spite of all that has been said about the economy of the world, the economy of Nigeria, election will they happen, all of those things, it go better.
Stay positive.
Just make up your mind and say, inside everything, it go better.
Na Igbo they call Ogadima.
And na Yoruba they call Toban Gunyon inu ewe.
But one rokanu ekpo epa.
Ento ma yo. Just make up your mind and say, I go use.
I mean, you because the scripture is not even talking for
I
me.
go use.
Scripture is back am up.
Yes,
Scripture is say I will favor those whom I choose to favor.
Say,
I will run
I will flourish. I go use. I go use. Yes, so just make up your mind that you will this year. And that's why today we just want to hear from you majorly. Maybe the questions you have, plans you have regarding your property matter, your real estate matter in 2023. You have some questions, you have some clarification. It's a good time to discuss them. Okay, so we are all for you today. Make you just call us, let us know, ask questions that will clarify things that will help you make further plans, that will help you prepare your mind to really flourish and to use.
You won't ask questions on top of them. Tabi you get property if you say, Oga, abeg, help me, I won't buy. Tabi I won't sell. Or advise me how they fit take do this. Or like the one where I talk, say we go start with this year. That's the issue of developers. We're saying the things where they trend now, which hopefully I believe by Tuesday next week, we should be dwelling much on that. That's the one where they train now, development list, because most you don't talk this thing for our episode early last year, and you get names where you call them. Say some places are is it brownfield, greenfield. So every area now, when I don't observe. Let me start with Ajawo Estate here. You go see say hardly will you find face me and face you in Ajawo again. The only one where they now for Abule, and the one where they Abule now they don't demolish and they don't build flats. So it shows that they feel that nothing is in a brownfield. We could call them a big greenfield.
Ajawo is a brownfield. Ajawo is a brownfield. Yes.
So they feel say everything we get to do with face me and face you. Say they don't pass them for this area, and that is also happening in the solo metropolis, because most houses now, if I reach here, developer, that one, developer, it means if nobody developer now the children of the
people who used to own it.
Yeah, they just put money together.
Who inherit the property.
Yes, because if you say I want my Baba Jide, Bam Benson, I want Baba Kunle, one thing say this one, then say go just and they will start from this phase maybe they will quickly turn it to 3 flats, 4 flats. It's now a trend. So if you get any challenge on top of that you want to also ask, please feel free. So sir,
yes sir,
2023 election before us in February.
Yes sir.
a whole lot. How you see say the real estate go take be in terms of market? Make I talk about owo. So time when you pump was real estate. Also, sir, vis-a-vis the new policy on currency discharge. How much if you withdraw, how much if you pay.
No cash
withdrawal policy.
Yeah, okay.
I also want to ask again, you being a practical person who's also on the field. I want him by Kole, Lebra. Most of them now, you finish, you give your 20,000, 10,000. How will this cash withdrawal policy, how the effect go take be on top real estate? How it go take affect real estate business?
Okay, so thank you very much. I think that...
sorry, sir. I think we have a caller. Sorry, sir.
Okay.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. Who there we line?
Hello.
Hello, good morning. We dey hear you. We dey hear you.
Hello.
Hello, we dey hear you. Please go on.
Huh?
Go on. Okay.
I think the network is quite bad.
Yes.
So let me start with the cash policy. So for settling artisans on site, the thing will affect small. Because like you said, they've not largely embraced cashless payments.
Okay.
But the thing is that a number of them are getting to embrace these policies now, such that they have some of these accounts that are not typical bank accounts.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
That are basically
exactly
that are not typical bank accounts, that are basically on their phones that they have. You can easily just transfer the money you want to pay to them into that thing, and they easily get it from maybe a POS or whatever they want to. So I believe a lot of that is what
we should expect
most,
this year.
Yes, most engineers, contractors working on site would settle for, because it won't be easy to meet up with the cash policy. But again, the cash policy limit has also been relaxed. You know, it's now 500,000 and 1 million. 500 for individuals and 1 million
for withdrawal.
Yes, that you can.
For clarification, I want to learn, sir. Does this thing affect transfer, or I can do as much?
No, it doesn't affect any transfer. Okay. What they are trying to do is to reduce the level of cash people circulation. Yes. So 500,000 in a month, or 1 million naira in a month. I mean, people can work around that on site, if it is just to pay the artisans, you know. And like I said, a number of the artisans are also adopting some of these means of payments that are a bit cashless in a way. So that would help, and we shouldn't see much issue. Now, talking about whether people would bring in money, election and all of that. Usually real estate does not, in Nigeria, real estate and election, they are not friends as such. In every election year, it's always a slowdown until the election takes place. And then once the election takes place, depending on the general perception of the candidate that wins, okay, it can pick up almost immediately, or observe for like a month or so before business starts to pick up.
Observe the polity.
You know, business starts to pick up. So it has slowed down actually this last year. Since election, since people were preparing for election.
The campaign don't begin.
So we would expect that as we go into the heat of campaign now, preparing for election next month, maybe there will be a lot of slowdown. But after the election, depending on how things pan out, we should experience some more activities coming into the market. So that's what we expect, as it were, in terms of if we check the trend in the market space. And there are a number of things that in a way will favor real estate business this year. Okay. We mentioned a couple of them last year before the year started at our episode. Take, for example, if you're in Lagos State, all these activities, Lagos State, the Fourth Mainland Bridge stuff that has been announced, the concessionaire has been mentioned, the person who won the bid has been mentioned, meaning that the project would start, you know, very soon. They will hand over site and then the project will start. So properties in that corridor that will be impacted by the Fourth Mainland.
Where are these corridors, if you don't mind?
I understand that in Lekki, for example, it will come down at Abraham Adesanya area. Okay, and Ikorodu, all those Ijede and Co area will also Ibeche and things, I think, will benefit from it.
So life is definitely going to those places.
Yeah, Shagamu and all of that will benefit from it also. So we want to expect that, I mean, properties in this corridor
will gain a boost.
Yes, we're getting a boost, you know. And there are a lot of other things that are coming on, you know. We talked about smart homes and all of those things.
Speaking of smart homes, I want to actually ask, are we technologically ripe to do this? And they talk about this kind of thing because, you know, say, normally if Bob Joe, Bob weak for house, you know, say easy to just go any aboki shop or chemist shop and you buy either a fluorescent a bulb. But this one, what would they talk now? Say no be the one where we say before you even change anything, you will need an engineer from an island. And are we really technologically prepared? Can we really do this, sir?
Okay, so if you say can we really do this, I would say that question is late. Reason? Because it's already happening. We're already doing it. There are a number of smart homes already that have been built. And smartness in a house varies. The level of smartness that you introduce, you know, varies. So for some other people, it could just be a lighting. That the light doesn't come on until they sense that there is someone in the room. So that when there is nobody in the room, after a while, the light goes off so that it can help them save what they are consuming. But others, I mean, have a number of, so there are various options. You just have to choose the option that you want or that you can afford in your home.
Even from the door?
Yes, from the door, from being able to open your door from wherever you are in the world, and, you know, or being able to see all your properties, all the rooms and all, know what is happening in your house, inside and outside, from wherever you are, being able to put on your gas cooker, being able to put on your microwave, being able
from my office,
from anywhere you are.
Now,
yeah, from anywhere you are. In fact, in some advanced countries, really, you can actually start cooking because the kitchen is now robotic. You understand? You can set up your kitchen such that you can start cooking a particular meal before you even get home. You know, so the robot will start it off, pick something from the freezer, cut it in the sizes it should, put it on the burner, put on the, and all of that is available, you know. So, but of course, I've not seen that. I've not seen robotic kitchen in Nigeria yet. Maybe somewhere.
But you don't see.
But it exists, of course, in the world, you know. But a lot of all these other technologies are already there.
Light, door.
Yes.
Microwave, you never do. Where person go say microwave, microwave on yellow.
No, you can. There are those that you can. Yes, you can put on your microwave without being there. You know, these things are just like remote kind of control, you know. So once you can access, and the service providers are able to support those services such that if there is any glitch, you know, in any way or any fault, they can easily attend to them.
You are telling us now that the service providers are already in chains in Nigeria.
Well, there are a number of them. Of course, there are some that are not as good, that are, you know, that they are using you probably to learn,
to test run,
you know, and there are others that are, you know, or some that are just abysmally expensive, you know. Yeah, but that exists. Just like any new thing, you know.
Yeah, you know, what actually causes my laughter now. One boy talks, say, he won't learn barbing.
Okay.
So somebody actually helped him, like Oyagba, Fira Clipper, and you know, you supported somebody to start learning barbing this week. So the following week, when you want to go barb your hair,
the guy say making barber.
So the oga come talk say, mo busy, ma come to my get for you. So as come be the boy where you give money for clipper. Say, ngba lo bere ba lo be kirun.
So the person wey sponsor can't refuse.
You know, we want to follow clipper last week. Oh, ti clipper gone. But the guy is be call funny, call no easy, call say no. Don't use my head to do practical. But of course, we know that some companies will definitely use some homes for test run. It's part of the
yeah. So that is already ongoing. Then I think you talked about the other thing you talked about is development of. Well, we'll talk more about that next week, so that we don't get into a topic that we really cannot.
Yes, because I want us to really take a good evaluation of waiting. Like I talk, somebody can't ask me, but I don't really have much knowledge about. The man said, I want to man buy your calling. That's a kino mangba, and I said, okay, keep watching WAP TV. Property Matter is a topic we'll take. Let's even know. Do you go and meet an agent, or how do you approach? Are they professional ones or anybody? And I've seen some people now that walk around the street. I've met quite a number of them that they'll be looking for face my face or bungalow that have space outside. Then they will quickly approach the landlord. This old land and those ones professionals too. How can you, as a owner, to be protected? What are the things you should do so that you not fall victim? I've seen where developers and landlord settle in court.
That one plenty now. If that one, in fact, in our court matters, real estate, land matter, and divorce, unfortunately, are the most popular cases. Yeah.
Land
property matter is something related to property, yes. And then marriage issues. They are the most popular cases in our court. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but you see, it's just like it's typical of every person. If you don't understand something you are getting into, or you get into bed with a strange fellow, you would have problems. So that is just it. It's necessary that people take caution, they get knowledge before they get into some of these things.
Okay, we'll also be glad if you can do us a favor by bringing a developer, because I know people at home too. I want to throw one or two questions at them that, okay, developer, why are you people always saying this? Why are you people always doing that?
This is a developer in front of them.
Whoa, that's good. So we would definitely table all our questions.
And like you said, is it a professional or how do they? You mentioned agents. Yes, agents are usually, most of the time, the first people to know about some of these things and to then approach possible developers that they know, or to put it out in the market there for developers to now see and come to them and say, hey, I saw this, I'm interested. And then they dig further and see whether it's something they're interested in.
There is even a big difference between an agent and a developer.
An agent is clear.
Wọ́n ti dàrú máa wà lójú ń gbòòrò. Wọ́n ti dàrú máa lójú. When somebody come, in fact, do you know there's no agent again? Everybody is a developer. Everybody is a developer, and everybody is a developer, because everybody will tell you, mo ti kọ́ kan sí Kòròdú tó jẹ́ pé wẹ́ẹ́ bá rí site mo parí sí Kòròdú tí wọ́n fẹ́ nu kọ́ ni o.
You can imagine.
10-story building mo kọ́ sí Kòròdú. So what you say, you hear that kind of thing. And there's this latest trend now about realtors and developers. They will come in such a big car that this one must be big. So with the car,
the packaging.
With the car, you just
packaging. Maybe they rented the car.
It's very possible.
That one is packaging. But there is a huge difference between an agent and a developer.
All this, I'm sure, will definitely
we'll talk about
justice to next week episode. Okay, most definitely, if you enjoyed today's episode with us, and on our previous episodes, everything there online for you to access. Go check them out. Feel free. Anyone will say you don't miss, go check them. Anyone where you check, we say do yaga. Why would they here for you with that? Then any professional advice, please, if you can help us. Put his number on the line. Professional advice, please always reach Engineer Debo. My name is Chief Olododo.
And Debo Adejana, see you next week.